Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A terrifying, deadly crash on Highway 90 early this morning. We have the latest from the investigation.
A man's body found outside a local restaurant, how police discovered him.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City. The sun is out, but are the temperatures rising? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast. Good morning, 8 o'clock this Sunday, February 13th. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Very exciting day today. Are you going to be going for the Rams or the Bengals?
This is like the question of the morning. This is the fifth time you've asked. So it's been the controversy of the newsroom.
You haven't answered my question.
Heart is going for the Bengals. Love Joey B, but that one. I really like the Rams. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a great game, no matter what. I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, I'm just rooting for a good game." I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm rooting for the commercials. Hey. And Sarah, who are you going for?
Well, I'm not trying to read Max's mind, but he is wearing blue and yellow today.
Oh, look at that. Good analytics over there.
I think he wants to say he wants to go for the Bengals, but he's afraid if he commits.
I'm a huge Aaron Donald fan. I'll say that.
All right, Max. You know, I'll probably go for the Bengals too, just because they beat my Chiefs and they're AFC. So, all right, it's cold out there this morning. Take a look at temperatures. We're at freezing right now at the airport. But it's 21 in Bulverde, 28 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 21 in Comfort, 22 in Kerrville, 28 in Castroville. But as you just saw, the sun is out. And so today's going to really end up being a super day because we're going to quickly warm up here. By the afternoon, our high temperature will be right around 65 degrees. By mid-morning, we'll already be in the 50s. And in the afternoon, as I mentioned, a really nice and pleasant day. And we're not going to have the wind like we had yesterday rather. Our winds are actually only going to be from the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It will get chilly though tonight after the sun sets. So coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk about that quick warm up today. I'll show you forecast highs around the entire KSAT 12 viewing area. And tomorrow's going to be a dreamy Valentine's Day. Cold to start, but very comfortable in the afternoon. And we do have a shot at storms this week. I want to talk about that and what that means for San Antonio in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, investigators say a man is dead after he loses control and crashes on Highway 90 early this morning. Take a look. This was the scene. Police tell us a man was driving westbound on 90 near Callahan. He lost control of his vehicle, crashed into a sign, rolled down the overpass. All of this happening just before 4 a.m. Now the driver ejected from the vehicle and died. We are still waiting to learn the identity.
Also new this morning, police are following up on leads on a deadly shooting. The victim found shot to death in his vehicle parked outside a Northwest Side restaurant. Officers received a call around 2 this morning for a person slumped over in a car in the Chili's parking lot. That's off Loop 410 between Evers and Callahan Roads. Police say the man was shot several times. It's unclear if any arrests have been made, but police did say they have leads that they are following up on.
Well, new this morning, an argument on the Northwest Side ends with a suspect pulling out a sword and cutting a man's neck. This was a scene just after 10:30 last night on West Broadview Drive. That's near Bandera. Police on the scene telling us 2 men who are neighbors, they got into an argument outside their apartments. One of them pulled out a sword, cut the other across the neck. The victim was able to get away. He ran to his apartment. That's where he called for help. When police arrived, they took him to the hospital. At last check, he is in critical condition. The suspect, he was apprehended, taken into custody. Right now, we're still waiting to learn what charges he's going to face.
Right now, investigators are working to figure out what prompted a shooting on the northeast side that ended with at least 80 gunshots. And somehow the couple who BCSO says were the targets were able to escape. So just take a look at this video. This was a scene just after 11 last night on Candlebright Drive near North Foster and Vince Engelman. We are told the couple returned home to find 2 men waiting for them. Allegedly, the men pulled out an AR-15 and a handgun and started shooting at least 80 rounds. The couple managed to get away and drove to the intersection of Foster and Vince Engelman, where deputies found them with gunshot wounds. Both were taken to the hospital in serious condition, and at last check, no arrests have been made.
Well, in the aftermath of the horrific deaths of 2 children in 2 separate incidents over the last week, the San Antonio community came together and rallied for change. So the basketball court at The Forge Park became the site of an anti-child abuse rally. The gathering comes after 12-year-old Danilo Coles and 5-year-old Mercedes Lozoya died after alleged child abuse. Now, the police chief, William McManus, says his department and Child Protective Services, they were involved in Mercedes' case, yet they still failed to protect the little girl. Now, the chief is at a loss on how to fix this heartbreaking problem.
We say enough is enough over and over again, but apparently it just doesn't stop. And I don't know how to change. I don't know how we change people's behavior to make them stop.
Now, the chief did go on to say he was pleased that arrests were made and hopes that justice will be served. McManus now urging anyone who believes something can be happening behind closed doors to call police. That call can help save a life.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help to find an 82-year-old man who was last seen last month. This is Raul Gonzalez Robles. His family reported that he disappeared on Thursday. He was last seen on January 21st in the central part of San Antonio, but say he could possibly gone to Mexico. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call BCSO Missing Persons Unit. That number on your screen, 210-335-6000.
Communities in Schools is an organization with a mission to surround students with a community of support, empowering them to stay in school and achieve in life. Recently, they received a huge multi-million-dollar donation, and that can mean a lot for our local Bexar County schools.
So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Jessica Weaver. She is the CEO of Communities in Schools San Antonio. Good morning, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning.
First and foremost, what exactly is Community in Schools? Just kind of explain it to our viewers.
So Communities in Schools, so we're a nonprofit, and what we do is we come alongside our school districts. We bring in, as you mentioned, our mission statement is surrounding students with a community of support and ultimately empowering them to stay in school. And how we do that is we embed full-time professional staff. Our backgrounds are social work and counseling, and we embed them in the schools. And so what we do is we come aside, partner with our school counselors and our teachers, and offer support services to students with any challenges that they may be facing. And so we want our teachers to be doing the best that they can by teaching, but sometimes there's obstacles that get in the way of that learning. And so we're there to help support and bring those resources to our kids. And we say we surround our students with a community of support because our community offers so many different resources, but sometimes it's hard to access those without knowing how to where to find them and how to get to them. And so what our staff do is really walk alongside our kids and really help them and figure out what are the challenges, what can we do to help them, and then support them in that end. And so really coming alongside and embedding. And then on top of that is really looking at the whole child and the family and the dynamics that they need and support to be their very best, that our kids can meet their greatest potential.
So how can parents see the local impact in our community?
So I will tell you that the last 2 years have been challenging, right, for everyone. And so this gift has really been great, an uplift to the expansion that we've been asked for. And so many of our districts have asked us to move into more schools. And so this really helps us to leverage that opportunity and to continue to increase our capacity around the city. And so I hope that more parents will be able to see the Communities in Schools representative in their campus, helping students and being a resource and allowing our students to get that support. So it's really increasing our capacity. Our work is really done by our staff, being there for our kids every day, whatever day that their challenge may come, and to be there consistently. And so hopefully our parents will see that we are in more campuses and that opportunity to be able to reach out to someone who can really help them through any kind of challenges that their child or their family may be facing.
CIS is a national organization, but you specialize here in Bexar County. What are some unique issues that you're seeing here that other districts around the country may not see?
Well, I think what we have found is there's been some consistency more than unique, just because COVID hasn't been in one particular area, right? And so there are times where maybe a natural disaster hits one area, but COVID has just been across the board. And so some of the things that we have noticed that we've had to really face is kids have been out of school, and that engagement and getting that engagement back into that process, it has been work. And so some of our kids have just been challenged in really being engaged and figuring out, how do you work back in that campus? How do you work with kids again? How do you work with, other people? And so I think that's been a common thing that we've seen across our districts. And I think for San Antonio, what's unique to us is we have so many school districts. So it's not that you get to see if there are some things that are happening across the board or if there are trends. And those trends are really everywhere. So that's one thing, is that disengagement. But, kids went without, their continuous learning. And so there's no way that did not impact them. And so everyone's trying to catch up, but our kids are working really hard. And I think people, we might forget that. We think about all that, the challenges that came with it, but our kids are working really hard and are glad to be back in school. And so I think those are two things that have really been a detriment. And so our kids are trying to learn that social skills again. How do you get back into that process? And so it's been a challenge for our schools to bring our kids back and get them, set and ready. But schools have been a safe place for our kids as well. And so we need our schools to be there for our kids.
Well, Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning. Of course, for our viewers, you can see Jessica Weaver's full interview later on KSAT.com. Thank you, Jessica.
Thanks for having us.
Time now, 8:11, 33 degrees out.
Well, straight ahead on GMSA, going beneath the earth to understand why the Edwards Aquifer is considered more than just water.
Let's take a live look out there. 33 degrees. If you didn't know the temperature, it would look perfect out there. Look at that. I don't even see a cloud in the sky. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for a full forecast.
Well, last week we told you about a very special teddy bear that was found at the Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. So the owner of the bear has been found. The bear was left behind at the airport at the beginning of the year. Airport officials turned to social media to ask for help finding the bear's owner. The post ended up being shared more than 12,000 times, and it worked. The bear is considered special because it's given to children who are born with congenital heart defects. As the owner was being tracked down, Teddy was enjoying the airport by taking photos with some new friends. The airport says the owner has been located and plans are in place to get the bear home.
Adorable.
So cute.
Time now, 8:16. Sarah Spivey, it is cold.
Yeah, it's cold out there. We got down to 30 degrees in San Antonio. We're only a couple of degrees warmer right now, but it is quiet across the state of Texas. This time yesterday we were seeing snow in North Texas and East Texas, even some sleet up in Austin, and some sleet pellets mixed in with some rain near Canyon Lake. It stayed dry in San Antonio, but it was windy in San Antonio. All of that system is pushing off to the east and actually bringing some snowfall to the Northeast and New England and taking those gusty winds with it. Today it's going to be a much calmer day, but it is cold as we start off our Sunday. Temperatures across the state of Texas are either near freezing or below freezing. In fact, right now, one of the coldest spots across the state is in the Hill Country. It's 22 degrees in Kerrville, 22 in Fredericksburg, 22 in Junction, and 19 in Ozona this morning. Now, San Antonio currently at freezing, but we're warming up as we speak, all because of sunshine and dry air. Dry air is in place. Dew points are in the teens and in the 20s. That is very dry air. You'll hear us say this often at KSAT, but anytime we have a dry atmosphere, the air cools down quickly and it warms up quickly. So we had the cold start this morning, but we're going to have a very comfortable afternoon because of the dry air and complete sunshine. Temperatures are going to rebound by some 30 degrees, and we'll be looking at highs in the mid-60s all across the area. 66 in New Braunfels for the high, 66 in Pleasanton, 64 in Kerrville, 62 in Rock Springs, 65 in San Antonio. A little bit closer to 70 degrees the further west you go toward Del Rio. All in all, a very nice day out there. In fact, we're going to warm up so quickly, we'll already be in the upper 40s by 10, just in an hour and a half or so. And by noon, we'll be near 60 degrees. 65, as I mentioned, for the high. But once the sun sets, it is going to become chilly. Temperatures are going to drop very quickly into the 40s by 10 p.m. So if you have plans to watch the Super Bowl, maybe you want to go outside in the evening hours, you're going to need that light jacket. Winds from the west-northwest today, a lot calmer than yesterday at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I love this graphic because it reminds me of the Valentines you get in elementary school. Temperatures are going to start off near freezing early tomorrow morning because, again, we're going to have that dry atmosphere in place, so temperatures will cool down very quickly. I would not doubt if we have a light frost or freeze rather in some areas early tomorrow morning, but then again by noon we'll be 30 degrees warmer, 63, and the afternoon high temperature tomorrow looks really nice, 70 degrees. Now, we really do need some rain. Drought conditions have been expanding further west. You can see severe drought in Del Rio, severe drought in Eagle Pass, and even extreme drought across the southwest portions of our viewing area. Here in Bexar County, improvement to the north and to the east, but there's still moderate drought across parts of West Bexar County and South Bexar County. We do have a chance for rain in the forecast Wednesday night into Thursday, but the better rain chances and the better storm chances are going to be up I-35 toward Waco and Dallas and out across East Texas. In fact, in these areas that are outlined in this yellow, there is a severe weather potential Wednesday and Wednesday night. Again, we're going to be on the tail end of that system, and right now we're not flagged for a severe weather potential, but it is something we're going to be keeping an eye on. Rain chances really are not all that great. Wednesday, only an isolated shower or storm, and Wednesday night into Thursday as that front moves through, a chance for some isolated storms as well. Otherwise, it's going to be quiet for the start of the week. Temperatures will warm up to near 80 degrees by Wednesday. That front moving through Thursday, it's going to be noticeable, but not necessarily very strong. Morning lows will be back near freezing Friday and Saturday, and highs will be near 60.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 8:20, 35 degrees out.
A new episode of KSAT Explains takes an in-depth look at the Edwards Aquifer. Literally, the story is coming up after the break. So when you hear the word aquifer, one word, of course, comes to mind. It's water, but there's a lot more to it than just that.
All right, so it is the focus of the new episode of KSAT Explains. It is out and available to stream right now. So meteorologist Justin Horn and our very own Sarah Spivey, they take the reins.
So here they are with the story behind KSAT Explains the Edwards Aquifer.
You know, growing up in San Antonio, I would hear about the aquifer and how its levels needed to be at a certain amount. And I always thought when I was younger that that was because we were trying to conserve the amount of water in the aquifer. Well, it wasn't until I started working at KSAT that I found out that that's not true at all. The only reason that we really monitor the water level is to keep the aquifer's water clean, clear, and flowing so that endangered species can stay healthy.
I've kind of always known that the federal government was involved at one point in the Edwards Aquifer and dictating how the water levels, where they needed to be, but I didn't know how involved they were and kind of why we do what we do as far as the endangered species and why we keep aquifer levels where they are, at least attempt to.
Something really cool is I actually got to interact with Texas blind salamanders, one of those species that is threatened in the aquifer. The Texas blind salamander is one of the creepiest and one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life.
One thing that I got to do that I've never got to do, I asked before, but this is the first time we were granted access, was to see the J-17 well. Never seen it before. It's nothing exciting. It literally is just a hole in the ground in a building. But it is so important, and it's kind of that juxtaposition of something that's so important just sitting at a building at Fort Sam Houston, and the importance of that well itself is huge. We encourage everyone to check out this episode about the Edwards Aquifer on KSAT Explains. If you care about water and you care about the future of San Antonio, there's some good, important information in there.
You can stream the KSAT Explains Edwards Aquifer episode right now on ksat.com/explains and on the KSAT Plus app, available anywhere you stream.
We just really have the best meteorologists. Not only do they do a great job forecasting, but really explaining and breaking down the importance of things like the aquifer.
There you go, ksat.com. 8:26, 35 degrees out.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight we find out who the new NFL champions will be. The preview straight ahead.
All right, trying to stay warm while taking a nap on the back patio ends flames inside a house on the east side. We have the details. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Acosta. It's Sunday, February 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but more importantly, today is big super game. See what I did there?
Yeah, that's good. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Who you got?
Bengals.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
Just
Joe
hard
Burrow.
line. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah Spivey?
You know, I'm going to root for Bengals too.
Okay.
Max is wearing yellow and blue, if that tells you anything.
He's a Bengals fan.
But hey, it's going to be a good game regardless, and both of those teams are deserving of the Super Bowl win. All right, let's take a look outside right now. We have got clear skies, sunny skies around San Antonio and around the entire state of Texas. It is 32 degrees right now, but temperatures are warming up as we speak. In fact, that's the official temperature at the airport, but look at that bug there down at the bottom of your screen. It already says 36. We're warming up around south central Texas because of the sun. It's still below freezing though in Kerrville at 26 in Hondo, 32 in Uvalde, 32 in Rock Springs, and 31 in New Braunfels. Rodeo's going on this weekend, and if you're planning on being out and about at the rodeo or just out and about in general, things are going to be really nice. In fact, we'll already be in the upper 40s by 10 just in an hour and a half. And then by noon, near 60, afternoon high temperature of 65. So we started off cold, we'll end up comfortable, and winds will not be as strong as yesterday. Winds from the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hey, in the week ahead, we do have a small chance for rain that I want to mention and a chance for storms across parts of Texas. We'll talk about that and, of course, your beautiful Valentine's Day forecast as well in a few minutes. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a homeowner sleeping on his back patio wakes up to find flames filling his home. So take a look. This all happened in the 100 block of Elizondo Way. That's near Foster Road on the city's east side. Firefighters on the scene telling us the homeowner was using a propane tower heater to stay warm while he was sleeping on the patio. They say he woke up after smelling something burning. The heater apparently caught the attic on fire. Now, the homeowner tried to put out the flames himself. It was too much. He called for firefighters. They were able to stop the flames. Damage, though, to the home estimated at $60,000. But importantly, no injuries reported.
We have new information this morning on that fatal fire that happened on the north side back on Tuesday. The victim's name has now been released, 67-year-old Kathy Babin. She was killed early Tuesday morning. The flames happened in the 9500 block of Mitre near Loop 410 and Blanco Road. After that home caught fire, investigators say the woman's husband was able to get out safely, but his wife wasn't because she was bedridden. Officials say she was stuck in the bedroom where the fire started. By the time they reached her, it was too late. Investigators are still looking into the cause of that fire.
Well, $40 worth of copper is now costing a medical clinic on the west side thousands. So this all happened at a shopping center located at South Zarzamora and West Commerce. Police say thieves stripped copper off of the electric wiring, cutting off power to the entire center for hours, including this medical clinic. Now, the regional director of the clinic, well, he says the power outage was much bigger than not being able to make transactions.
I have medications in my refrigerators. I have vaccines, not only flu, but even COVID vaccines. I need to make sure that those are secure and safe. And so we actually loaded those up into an ice chest and transported them to my other clinic so that I wouldn't compromise the integrity of the vaccine.
Pena says they were able to get power back up and running by 2:30. Luckily, no medication, no vaccines were lost in this process. As for the suspects, no arrests have yet been made.
Happening today, UIW School of Nursing is hosting a health clinic offering COVID-19 vaccines, testing, and other health screenings. It's happening today at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. That's on the city's west side. It's being held from 10 in the morning to 3 p.m. You'll be able to get your first and second and booster doses. In addition, you can receive information on the affordable health care plan, Medicaid, free kidney screenings, and free vision exams. Plus, city staffers will be on hand to give information on mortgage, utility, and internet assistance.
All right, a new drug that seems to work against the Omicron variant has received federal authorization. The FDA authorizing the treatment that involves monoclonal antibodies that contain lab-made proteins, and these proteins can actually mimic the immune system's ability to fight harmful invaders like COVID. Now, Health and Human Services says they have purchased 600,000 courses of the treatment. In a trial, the treatment reduced the time someone had COVID symptoms 5 days after getting the treatment. Trial patients had a reduced viral impact. The new treatment can be used in people over the age of 12 years old.
Tomorrow, early voting for the March primary begins. To find early voting locations, information on candidates and the races appearing on the ballot, take out your phone right now and open your camera app. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen now. It'll take you straight to KSAT.com. Once there, you can scroll down to the page and find all that election information you need. Remember, the last day of early voting is February 25th. And if you're looking for a job, East Central ISD will be hosting a job fair tomorrow. It'll be held from 1 to 4 p.m. at Legacy Middle School. It's located off Loop 410 between East South Cross and South WW White Road. The school district is looking for custodians, bus drivers, substitutes. I know that's been in high demand for a while, and more. If you're interested in attending the job fair, you can apply online at ecisd.net.
All right, San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo is underway. For full details on what is happening, when, where, and what time, we have all that info right now, KSAT.com. Here's the thing, we created a little shortcut for you. If you pull out your phone, go to the camera section, point it right there at that little black and white thing on your screen. It'll get you a direct link right to everything you need to know. Grounds open 8 a.m. every day. The rodeo ends on the 27th.
In your morning headline, 7 Chicago firefighters injured battling a large house fire. Less than 10 minutes on the scene, firefighters called for a mayday. Firefighters described heavy smoke on the second floor, and officials believe a flashover blew 4 firefighters off the porch. Those 4 plus 3 more firefighters were taken to the hospital. One person was home at the time of the fire but was able to get out. The cause of the fire still under investigation. Equifax has agreed to provide millions of Americans with 4 years of free credit monitoring because of the 2017 data breach. The Federal Trade Commission believes 147 million people had their private information like Social Security numbers compromised. Settlement negotiations had been going on for months, but it did not actually take effect until this January. Equifax will begin the process of notifying customers by email. A website has been set up to answer questions. It's equifaxbreachsettlement.com.
Some news you need to know. There are several recalls that have been issued pertaining to things like mattresses, space heaters, and yes, even COVID home test kits. The FDA says they may not be reliable. 12 on your sides of Marilyn Morris explains.
COVID test recall. SD Biosensor is recalling the Standard Q COVID-19 home tests because they were illegally imported. The FDA says they're not approved for use here, and if you have one, throw it out. And if you've used one, consider a retest. Sleep danger. Serta is recalling some Perfect Sleeper mattresses, all sizes, because they don't meet flammability standards and are a fire risk. They were sold last year at Ashley Furniture, Macy's, and Sam's Club. Contact Serta. Space heater alert. Shop LC is recalling thousands of these personal space heaters because they can overheat and start a fire. Unplug them and contact the company to get your money back. Fall danger. Harbor Freight Tools is recalling nearly 500,000 red swivel stools. They're the Pittsburgh Automotive pneumatic roller seats. The company has nearly 100 reports of the seat connection breaking. Take it back. And ping pong trouble. Escalade Sports is recalling 5,200 Avenger tables sold last fall at Target. The table can collapse if you lean on it. You should contact Escalade Sports for a repair kit or a refund. For more information on any of these recalls, head on over to our website. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, the game America loves is finally here. Super Bowl 56 and hitting the gridiron, the Los Angeles Rams against the Cincinnati Bengals.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has a preview of the most watched program in the United States every year.
Super Bowl 56 between the Cincinnati Bengals and Los Angeles Rams is just hours away. The Bengals overcoming a dreadful 2020 season to make it to the big game this year. They're led by second-year quarterback Joe Burrow.
Guys who go an entire career without ever even getting to the Super Bowl. So, when you do get there, you really have to hunker down and take advantage of those opportunities. And I think we have the team that's capable of doing that.
For the second year in a row, one of the teams playing in the Super Bowl will be in their home stadium. Guided by veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford, the Rams punched their ticket by defeating the Arizona Cardinals, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the 49ers.
This team has sacrificed a lot and gone through a lot to get to the point that we are. We're excited to be able to do it in our home stadium.
But casting a shadow on the game are the lawsuits filed by former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores. Flores, who is black, was fired from the team after back-to-back winning seasons and is suing the league and several teams for what he calls racist hiring practices. With 32 teams, only 3 coaches black, and 2 of them were hired after Flores' lawsuit.
I think we made a lot of progress in a lot of areas, but not at the head coach.
Federal officials say security will be tight, from aircraft above SoFi Stadium to an added police presence on the ground, along with bomb-sniffing dogs. Law enforcement say they're not taking any chances. And that highly anticipated halftime show will feature Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige all on the same stage. Kickoff set for 6:30 p.m. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Just to be clear, it's 6:30 Eastern. Or 5:30
here.
Yeah.
Just, get ready. Start watching commercials around 5. That's
okay.
when they get good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to know. 8:41, 37 degrees out. And speaking of the Super Bowl, we have a local connection. A Judson alum is on the Bengals. That is one reason. If you are looking for a team to root for, if you're a Cowboys fan, go for the Bengals.
There you go. 37 degrees. We have warmed up. Earlier it was 30 degrees. It was really cold. And yesterday that wind was not fun. But Sarah says today is going to be a very pretty one. She'll explain when we come back.
Inflation soaring, tensions with Russia, so much on the line. Sunday, 2 big exclusives. Nancy Pelosi faces George and the tough questions. And Lindsey Graham, is Trump the future of his party? Will he back the president's Supreme Court pick? Sunday on ABC's This Week.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. 37 degrees out there, Sarah. Is it going to get warmer?
Yes, and it's already getting warmer. We got down to, we got down to 28 degrees this morning officially. Ooh. And as you can see down there on that bug, we've already are at 37, but the airport is still measuring the temperature from the top of the hour. So that's why it still says 32. All in all, though, it is cold out there still this morning, even though temperatures are rising. It's 35 in Canyon Lake, 34 Bernie Stage Airfield. It's still in the 20s up in Kerrville and in Comfort, 24 in Bandera, 26 in Hondo, but it's above freezing now in Castroville, and it's 36 degrees in Pleasanton, 33 in Del Rio, 37 in Uvalde, 36 in Rock Springs, and 37 in Beeville. In just an hour here, we've already seen the temperature go up by almost 9 degrees. And so today is going to call for a quick warm up. In fact, in the next hour, we'll already be in the upper 40s. And by noon, we'll be near 60 degrees. So it is going to be totally sunny and beautiful today. A lot of people going to be gathering for the Super Bowl. It's going to be really nice for any kind of outdoor grilling or things like that. We'll be at 65 this afternoon. West-northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour today. So a lot calmer on the wind front compared to yesterday. Now at sunset at 6:22, we're going to see temperatures drop really quickly. We've got a dry atmosphere in place, and that allows for temperatures to fall. By about midnight, we'll already start to be dipping into the 30s. So today's forecast, as I mentioned, not only is it going to be 65 in San Antonio, but all across the KSAT 12 viewing area, we'll be seeing an afternoon high in the mid to upper 60s. 66 in New Braunfels and in Hondo and in Pleasanton, and out to the west, we'll be closer to 70 out toward Del Rio, 64 in Gonzales to the east. So I just mentioned our dry atmosphere and how a dry atmosphere really loves to cool down quickly and warm up quickly. Dew points are in the teens right now. We're going to continue to see dew points low through Monday. So you can expect for your Valentine's Day a cold start and then a comfortable afternoon. But watch what happens by Tuesday morning. We really tap into that Gulf of Mexico moisture, and dew points actually rise into the 40s. A fun weather fact is that the temperature can never be below the dew point temperature. So With dew points rising slightly, we're going to see morning low temperatures not as cold, especially by Wednesday when dew points will be in the 50s for the start of the day. So although we started off at 28 today and will be cold tomorrow morning, by Tuesday morning it'll be chilly but not necessarily cold in the 40s. And by Wednesday and Thursday, those morning lows will actually be in the 50s before we get another cold front that allows for us to see a light freeze Friday and Saturday morning. With that front, there is the potential for some isolated storms Wednesday and Thursday, but we really don't see any big rainmakers for the San Antonio area. In fact, Wednesday and Thursday's rain chance looks best up near Dallas-Fort Worth and along that I-35 corridor up to the north. So tomorrow, Valentine's Day, another dry day, so we'll have the cold mornings. 33 for the morning low. I wouldn't doubt if there was a little bit of a light freeze outside of the city center, so up in the hill country and out to the west. But because of the sun, we'll already be in the 60s by noon, and in the afternoon tomorrow, 70 for the high. Will be a touch breezy, winds from the south gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. So a nice Valentine's Day after the nice day today. It's going to be a nice Tuesday too, just not as cold in the morning. And by Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we'll be looking for the rainfall, although it will be isolated Wednesday and Wednesday night. That front will move through. Not a particularly strong cold front, but definitely noticeable. Our morning lows will be back to near freezing and our afternoons will be near 60 degrees by Friday and Saturday. We've yet to get the pollen count in, Max and Sarah, but as soon as we do, I'll be posting that on KSAT.com.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Guess what today is?
What's today?
It is Super Bowl Sunday. Here we go. And here's the best part. We have a local connection. Talk about how things can change in less than a year. Judson Rocket alum Trey Flowers, he went from last to first, and now he is in the Super Bowl this season. So back in October, he was waived by the Seattle Seahawks. They finished last in the NFC West. Just 2 days later, the Bengals picked him up, and he, along with that fantastic defensive front, helped win the AFC North and then subsequently the AFC. Not to mention, he's made some top-tier clutch plays during the playoff run to the Super Bowl. Speaking with the media on Thursday, he wouldn't go into details about how or why things ended in Seattle, but he did say just goes with the flow.
It's all about mindsets and perspectives. On my end, I feel like, I could have tucked my tail and been sad that things didn't work out in Seattle and then messed up another opportunity like this one. So I just take the punches and keep rolling with them. I make the best out of any situation. I've been put in all types of adversity, I felt like my whole career. So it's nothing new. You just got to make something work.
All right, so Super Bowl 56, SoFi Stadium in Southern California. Rams, Bengals, kickoff 5:30. I know a lot of people are rooting for the Judson alum, Trey Flowers, or the Bengals. So, you know what? Whomever you are rooting for, I hope you're right. There you go.
I hope I'm right.
Of course you do. 8:51, 37 degrees out.
All right, dating deal breakers. What's yours? Oh, gosh, we don't think we have time for that list. All right, we look at how the pandemic has changed many people's perspective and why experts say it's good to have them. That's tomorrow on GMSA.
The news you need to know before you go. Police investigating a deadly crash on Highway 90 that happened just before 4 a.m. Now, police telling us the victim was headed westbound on 90 near Callahan. He lost control of his vehicle, crashed into a sign. The vehicle rolled down the overpass. The driver ejected from the vehicle and later died. We are still waiting to learn the name of that victim.
We got the pollen count in today, and it doesn't look pretty at all. Mount Cedar is high in today's pollen count, past 4,000. Molds are low. As far as temperatures go, we're already in the 40s in San Antonio. So a quick warm-up has occurred, and we'll see temperatures continue to rise. By noon, we'll be near 60, 65 for the afternoon high. West-northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking ahead tomorrow, Valentine's Day, things are going to be nice. A cold start, but a comfortable afternoon. A small chance for rain this week, Wednesday and Wednesday night.
Okay.
All right, before we go.
I'm rooting for the Bengals, but also I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm good.
I'm going Rams. I think Matt Stafford was stuck in Detroit for a long time. Love Aaron Donald, so we'll see.
Go Bengals, go commercials, go halftime show.